Hasn't. What the people? Okay. Already starting and immediately have demands. Anyways, welcome to a brand new series, Island Survival. I will not have operator for much longer, but anyways, welcome to my brand new SMP Island Survival. This is going to work out. I'm going to tell you how it works, and then I will explain to you with any details I've missed from the book Mist here. So, welcome to Island Survival. Pick 2 colors to be your team colors. Admins and myself will randomly assign you a shulker box. Each box has a paper with your role on it. And by paper, I mean book and quill. The team, the role with your role on it. The team roles are builder, mapper, engineer, and gatherer. In your box, there will be a book explaining your role in detail. However, one player on each team will secretly receive a box with 2 books, one with a list of tasks, and the usual book that's in every other box. This person is the traitor. Only the traitor will know what they're meant to do. At the end of each 20 days, there will be a voting. Every player will receive an empty book and quill. This will be found in their shulker box, where they can cast their votes. After every vote is submitted, I, myself, will total up the votes, and the losing player will have to leave the island via a boat. I'll also reveal if that player was a traitor or not. If the traitor is voted out successfully, every eliminated player will be allowed back on the island and get new roles. This will mark the end of the season. But at the start of every new season, whichever team successfully booted their team's traitor the season prior gets to pull 1 item from the advantages box, which I'll show you in a moment. Season 1 does not count for this. Starting Season 2, if you have booted your traitor off in Season 1, then starting Season 2, 1 member, your entire team, gets to pull 1 item, so they all have to agree on the item they pull from the advantages box, but you only get 1. At the start of each season, all players will be asked to empty out their inventory of everything except for their advantage item at the end of each season. I will reveal each team's traitor and whether or not they've been successfully voted off. So if I reveal that your team has successfully voted off their traitor, not only will the new season start, that's your cue to grab a thing from the advantage box, which is over here. Someone tried to get an advantage early, so when Season 2 starts, I'll move this block on top as preventing the shulker box from being opened. Anyway, so far we have 1 team, Team Hollow. And then there are 3 other teams that have yet to exist. So so the team captain gets to choose the team colors and the team name. So if you don't want to be a team captain, then you'll just pick a team to join. There can only be 4 team captains because I'm only allowing 4 teams to compete. Anyways. Once a team has more than one member, I'll start the voting rotation, which means that 20 days from the point where I get every team that exists, one with at least 3 players each. So if we can get at least 3 players per team, that's when we'll start voting rotation. So that means only need anywhere from 12 to 20 players. Obviously not all at once, but just in the general rotation. Anyway, that's pretty much everything explained. I'm not going to tell you much about the trader. Just know that one member of your team is going to be the trader. So, look for any suspicious activity and consider that for whenever you vote. But each team must have at least 3 members first before you start voting rotation. Anyway, let's get started. We have someone already here for a team, so there will be something. This is a voting area. You cannot vote before the 20 days are up. Anyway, here's the voting area. In here, I'll have every team name that exists above when team names pop up. So this will probably be for Apollo and whatever team 3 ends up being, if there is a team 3. And this team over here is for team 2 and 4, if there ends up being a team 4. Well, there's definitely going to be a team 2. I know that much. Anyway, now the explanatory part of this episode is done. Let's go see what our good friend... Nope. And my friend, I mean... adversary at worst. Acquaintance at best. Oh. Let's go see what Mr... Let's go see what the, this guy is doing. Or where they even are. Above the sea. It's nothing but ocean for miles. What are they even doing? Are they doing the wrong role? Why must they always have operator? What is wrong with them? Whatever. I don't know how to get back to spawn. I don't even know where spawn is. But like they are supposed to. The whole part of this is surviving. Oh wait, I can get myself offed. I can get myself killed. I forgot that I can murder myself to get to spawn. All I have to do is Get myself into the default game mode and just let myself drown. Yeah. So just give me a moment while I let myself drown. To get back to spawn real quickly and then. Yeah. And oh, one more thing. Any member of any person can get voting immunity at any time by accomplishing a certain thing. Like, let's say let's say someone's the first player of their team to build a base. That could earn them immunity from voting, and immunity simply just means that all votes cast against them will not count. Which means that whoever was the second name to pop up in the voting, or the second most frequent name to pop up during the voting, will be booted off whenever they're back online. In the future, I might consider making this a rule, but you get the picture. Right now, it's just going to be whenever the world is open, people can join. But once I get our homes plus subscription, because apparently people keep bugging me to do that, I'll buy it eventually, but not right now. Until then, I'll just chill here. You can't even map out your territory if you don't have territory to begin with. I don't know what they're doing. They were assigned the gatherer role, and yet they immediately asked for and assumed the position of mapper. It makes no sense. Anyway, I'm gonna do something about that moment. I have boxes set aside for later. Yes. You are allowed to tell the other members of your team what role you've received. Unless, of course, you get the traitor role. If you're the traitor, keep your mouth shut. Do not say that you're the traitor, or you will be voted off immediately. Doing never said that all players had a map out there. Rounding. Here's the it's never job. No, what? I'm confused. Yes, I'm allowing anyone to build a base by spawn. That's not changing anytime soon. You got the same bloody map twice. Okay, that looks better. Albeit marginally. Whatever. Is mapping easier in grade mode? I have no idea. Probably. Yeah, it is. But still, like, you can't just ask me for operator anymore. What? Because at this point, I'm getting to the point where too many people are asking me for operator, and eventually that's going to stop. And that's not just this series alone. That's probably going to be indefinitely. So from this point forward, I'm only going to allow a select few people operator. A very select few. I'll let you take a guess on who's not going to be on that list next time I start one of these SMGs. Go ahead, take a wild guess. Because after this series finishes its first season, I will no longer be handing out free operator to anyone who asks. After this series gets its first season, after this series gets its first season, I will only give out operator to a select few people. So things like this random operator nonsense that happens here today will never happen again. Because an SMP stops being fun the second every player in it has operator. Or more than half the players in said SMP have operator. So, the second Ryram is done with whatever the heck he needs operator for, I am removing it. And thus concludes the first episode of the first season of Island Survival. That name doesn't sound cool. Let's try Island of Idiocy? I'll think of a title later, maybe. Yeah, let's just do Island Survival for now.